Let's take a marijuana trip and see what it's like. Light up. The cheapest form of marijuana and the type containing the least THC is known as Bang, B-H-A-N-G, Bang, and it's derived from the cut tops of the uncultivated hemp plant. A second type of marijuana is known as ganja. It's spelled G-A-N-J-A. Ganja has a high resin content and thus contains more THC than Bang. A third type of marijuana is known as hashish. Hashish is pure resin and is 5 to 8 times as strong as the average American marijuana. This is because hashish contains more THC. A fourth type would be pure THC, and incidentally, today THC can be produced synthetically. Inhale deeply. B-H-A-N-G-G-A-N-J-A THC H-A-C-G-B-A-N-A-N-A B-A-N-A-N-A. Why don't we try hashish? Are you ready? Light up. Close your eyes, and here we go. Inhale deeply. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding. Holding as long as you possibly can. And then exhale. Is it harmful? Is it evil? Should it be legalized? Great feeling of well-being. Now you have physical agility. You have grace. Are you playing a musical instrument? Your mind jumps from one idea to another. Come on, stop giggling. How could you be hungry? We just ate an hour ago. Did you ever wonder what it would be like to have the car you were riding in suddenly plunge off the road into the river? Don't go to sleep. Okay, crash down. I don't care. Well, you had a good marijuana experience.
It was just after an interview that one of the kids asked me if I'd like to interview an acid user. I said, sure.
And you've used LSD?
Yes.
How often have you used it?
During the winter I only use it now 4 or 5 times. But during the summer I can use it as much as 3 times a week.
Did you have a good trip the first time?
I got off really intensely. And I was really confused, but I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed the confusion?
And mostly the colors. You can't explain the colors. But for the confusion just means that it's so hard to make up your mind of what to do. You can't explain the colors.
Take me for a ride on the river in your mind. Take me for a ride. Let me see what I can find. Show me every bending. Show me every curve. Show me every bending. Show me every curve.
The patterns I was seeing, the colors.
Show me every curve.
The patterns I was seeing, the colors.
Show me every bending. Show me every curve.
I can think clearly, and I can do anything as if I was straight.
Show me every
And I can think clearly, and I can do anything as if I was straight.
Show me every
Are there some other reasons why you like taking LSD beside the colors and the confusion?
Well, now, I'm not confused anymore. I'm not confused anymore. Most of the things I have fun doing when I'm straight, I enjoy doing when I'm tripping too. I'm not confused anymore. And I can think clearly, and I can do anything. And I can think clearly, and I can do anything.
Even though an increasing number of drug users are found in the suburbs, the biggest traffic, especially in heroin, still is found in the inner city ghetto areas. Groups like the Black Panthers have come out strongly against drugs. Another one of these groups, the Young Lords, also feels that drug use weakens them.
The drug problem in our community is very, very heavy on our people. Half of our people are on drugs, especially our youth.
Why do you suppose that there is so much drug use in this community?
Because of oppression of everyday life, coming down on your heart, First of all, it starts off in your house. Rats and roaches, coming and creeping all over the baby, creeping all over the food, creeping all over the utensils, simple things. And then your mother staying home, receiving welfare checks. Or now, they're probably in the factory, getting just enough money. Just enough money to buy food. If you're a little kid, and you're growing up in such an environment, what are you going to turn to? There's nothing else happening. You just want to forget about it,
What kind of drugs do they use around here?
Really, most of all heroin, they just stick it in their arms, the worst off, that gives you, like they say, the best high, to forget about everything completely. Just enough money to buy food.
Take a letter, Mrs. Jones, to America Corporation from Black Power Unlimited. Well, let's see. We must cut off your power for the bills you refuse to pay. We must liquidate your assets, and you shall be moved away. Court is closed. Court is closed. No. Court is closed. Installment payments are too late today. Maybe 5 years ago we might have went that way. Court is closed. Hey, court is closed. We must cut off your power for the bills you refuse to pay. Consolidation with Russia Corporation won't help collectors and pay. Court is closed. Court is closed. No. Court is closed.
School was getting to me. Like the teachers, they don't want to listen to you, To them, you're just another dumb spick or dumb nigga, really. Well, dig yourself, man, Like, you're getting high, right? And you're not doing no good for your people, right? At first, the guy's high, and he just hears a lot of words, which, like a jigsaw puzzle, you can't put together, because he's high. But after a while, you see him, he just talks the same old, dialogue between them. And, why is it bad for him and for his people, and, to lead a successful revolution in this country, that he can't be high. really, man, the Young Lords came and, doing the People's Church, and I wanted to check out, a group of, people together, blacks and Puerto Ricans together, joining up to fight something. And I was trying to figure out what it was.
I never really thought of myself as a freak, but I love to freak.
The dresses are the same with the fringe is gone. The vest is the same with the bell-bottom pants. This generation gap is an image of the 20s.
It's weird.
In this land after sundown.
It's weird. I never really thought of myself as a freak, but I love to freak. I've got an idea. Let's go outside.
That's cool too. Where emotions are resolved on the dance floor.
It's weird.
Where emotions are resolved on the dance floor.
But I love to freak.
There I was in Denver, Colorado, down, out, nervous, twitchy, looking to score. And I'm sitting there juicing, and everybody's sort of jumping, moving around. I look across the room, and I see this soul-brother colored fella stand the other side of the room. First colored fella I'd seen. There was a certain element of suspense, but they always had the best grass. And I figured all I had to do was to rub up against a spade, and I'm gonna get a little buzz. I says, "That's boss, give me some dope." He says, "Dig yourself," and he turns away. And it was then that I espied the zipper on the back of his neck. I figured he was a false spade. I lunge at this zipper, and sure enough, I zip it, and the spade suit falls away.
But I love to freak.
We went to a place, a hippie place, and I had all these psychedelic things there. And he came up to me with a bag of grass, and I said, "Grass?" I didn't know what it was. I thought it was grass on the lawnmower. What he told me was marijuana. So he got a little pipe, and he stuck it in there, and then we started smoking it. I got high. I was too scared to go up to acid and LSD and stuff like that. I didn't want my mind to be, all messed up, and be dumb and all that. See, the first time I took it, it was, I had to take more. Then after a while, all you need is a little bit, not too much, and you get high. Marijuana is not that bad, it won't affect your mind, all you need is a little bit, not too much, and you get high. It won't affect your mind, and you get high.
Laughing and talking was side to side, like little kids. Dreams, 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 dreams never a dawn.
Okay, now I'm no scientist, and my job is not to draw conclusions. Some students I discussed it with tell me that they can study better for a test if they're high on pot.
You think you're doing it good, but you ain't. You think you're doing it good, but you ain't. Marijuana is not that bad, you know. It won't affect your mind, you know. You know, it's just a little trip for a while. So if you take like acid or LSD, so that will affect your mind. But you know, I knew I was gonna be dumb anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I knew I was gonna be dumb anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It won't affect your mind, you know. You know, it's just a little trip for a while. So if you take like acid or LSD, so that will affect your mind.
the lotus of the eye. Into the jewel at the heart of the lotus of the eye. The secret of the soul. The lotus of the eye. Into the jewel at the heart of the lotus of the eye. The secret of the soul. The jewel at the heart of the lotus of the eye. Into the jewel at the heart of the lotus of the eye. Into the jewel at the heart of the lotus of the eye.
What about the contents? I hear things like the drugs now are not as strong. I say the heroin or whatever they were shooting in their arms. Or the contents changed any?
Considerably. Drugs are a lot weaker now than they were some years ago. Drugs are a lot weaker now than they were some years ago.
How long would you say you've been shooting?
Well, since about 1948. If I had the money that I put in my arm, man, I imagine I could buy a whole fleet of Cadillacs. A whole fleet of Cadillacs. A whole fleet of Cadillacs.
What kind of different drugs did you use?
Heroin, principally. But I've used cocaine, Dilaudid, all the opiates, the opium derivatives, marijuana. I've dropped pills, barbiturates, and amphetamines. I have had LSD one time, and I guess I had a bad trip, so I haven't fooled with that anymore.
What kind of trip did you have?
It was a scary thing, man, like my hands turned to blood, and I had no feet. Or so I thought. I was under the effects of LSD, and it was quite a scary thing. And the fellow that I was with, he had to hold me because I was in serious danger of doing something to myself, hurting myself in some way. A scary thing, man. My hands turned to blood. My hands turned to blood. Cocaine in the vernacular is usually referred to as a rich man's dope. Heroin, for example, is known as horse or hulse, skag, stuff, jive, skag, stuff, jive, skag, stuff, jive.
Here's a report from a doctor who has helped organize volunteer emergency first aid stations at rock festivals.
Then we came there, and I was in charge of the third day, and I found, to my shock, that, on the natural high, they don't use drugs. What they do is they feel good because they're doing the thing they want to do. This presented a very real problem.
Why not use drugs?
Acid sunshine, purple domes, purple flats. It's a low-cost item.
Why not use drugs?
Things like STP from San Francisco. Serenity, tranquility, and peace is what STP stands for, but this is synthetic acid. It had mescaline. One of these pills, you could drop a pill and get an effect for 8 days.
Why not use drugs?
I drove 100 miles just to see you dance and to hear the sweet music you play. You got diamonds in your hair and bells on your ankle and a green dragon on the stage. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, you got me hooked on your line all the way. And your friend Charlie, he's so lucky, he gets to see you every day. It would make my heart to have you. It would make my heart to have you.
Why not use drugs?
Grass is coming in from Mexico. Grass is coming in from Europe. at such great rate now that it's available. It's a low-cost item. The best product that we have to offer the world. Acid Sunshine, Purple Domes, Purple Flats. Drugs that cost $15, $20, $25, $35 a pill. Every car, every bus that came in was searched, and all drugs were taken away from the kids. This presented a very real problem. Some kids, while on drugs, because they are able to get good grades, feel now that the drug has done it.
You're hearing some students at a high school in Northern California.
Tomorrow I could give up dope. But, I don't see why I should.
Like with acid, it helps you to see things in different ways.
We're going to outer space. Why can't we go to inner space?
This is definitely a drug world. More and more people today are going to get involved with drugs,
Some type of drug that bring everybody out, And like, I found myself. I love to talk, and that took me, speed brought me out.
I'm a nervous person, so it kind of relaxes my body.
I just wanted to be free-floating. I just wanted to be free-floating.
How often have you taken mescaline yourself?
I've taken mescaline twice and lysergic acid about 5 times, I suppose.
How often have you taken mescaline yourself?
I've taken mescaline twice and lysergic acid about 5 times, I suppose. 5 times, I suppose. 5 times, I suppose. Immense intensification of the external world into incredible beauty and significance. It's an immense intensification of the external world into incredible beauty and significance. Incredible beauty and significance. From the Mexican mushroom. From the Mexican mushroom. Incredible beauty and significance. And there's a new drug now, the psilocybin, which is derived from the Mexican mushroom, which has an effect by triggering 27 enzymes which control the function of the brain. 27 enzymes, 27 enzymes, 27 enzymes, 27 enzymes, control the function of the brain. 27 enzymes, 27 enzymes, control the function of the brain. 27 enzymes, 27 enzymes, control the function of the brain. Using LSD, and getting all these sort of strange metaphysical insights into the world. Strange metaphysical insights into the world.
Supernatural, perhaps. Supernatural, perhaps. Supernatural, perhaps.
You get stoned out of your head, man, and you really dig it.
How does it actually feel to be addicted to drugs? Stuart's a glue sniffer. He can get high on ordinary household products like paint, cleaning fluid, and nail polish remover.
I used to sniff glue, right? And somebody opened up a can. It hit me, and boom, I was high for a while, And I left the room and staggered around doing my work. See, that's my problem is, is I can get high on all that stuff. I keep on seeing things in the house, Well, I felt really good about that, I felt I'd really, taken a step ahead. And I also had feelings of stupidity in a way. I got busted, and put away. And so they put me in the hospital, and I had glue smuggled up there. I spent 3 hours walking all over the place trying to find glue, which I finally did. I also had feelings of stupidity in a way. Stoned out of your head, and you really dig it.
Now, you're starting to dream. You see a bowl of cornflakes. Look at the individual flakes. Notice how strange they are. No, you knocked over the cornflakes. You're really clumsy. Now there's milk all over the floor. No, you cut the artery in your leg. And there's milk and blood all over the floor. Quick, get out of your body. It's going to die. It's going to die. What? My last breath. Body is turning green. Look, they're coming to get your body. Oh, this is too much. You're going to your own funeral, and there aren't many people there. Where are all of your friends? Look how beautiful the sky is. And doesn't your body look nice? But wait, if they bury your body, where will you go? Here comes the dirt. No, get out! Get out, get out of there! Save your oxygen! Don't breathe! Get out! Jump, you're underground! Then climb up the rope. Do something, you just have to get out. Work fast! Here comes more dirt!
I also had feelings of stupidity in a way.
Awake. O friend, O brother, O spirit who till this hour has gone with us along the course of mankind. Now you are come to where on the common pathway of all humanity you rise, to pass the high threshold of that gateway which opens into the unseen. Attend, listen, be alert, remember. Remember that now you are outside your body. Suddenly you are finding yourself free from all burden of the body, and all the dreaming dimness of the mind. You who are already on the other side. This is no dream. Rather, you have awoken from the dream, which we, still in the body, must continue. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, for now coming upon you is a further phase of your rebirth. Now opening before you is the way to emerge into your true and abiding selfhood. It is this one thing which you, the eternal spark, in the depth of your unchangeable essence, long to know and to be. But so deep has been your descent into the abyss of the manifold, though now the cosmic tide of time must bear you up to the zenith, to the height of the undifferentiated splendor of that timeless one. Though as inevitably as the comet plunges into the sun, your essential nature now must seek its union with the infinite Son of all being. Still, unless you now banish from your mind the dreams of your past and sundering fleshhood, they will reassert themselves. So if you cling to your dreams of the past, you stand in the instant danger of being bound again to a phantom world. Now arise, go forward, see what unfolds before you, face what you have done, know what you have been. In the dark tumbling torrent of that human life you have now lived, watch for the darting gleam of your fluctuating but renewed purpose. Keep your eyes on that. Watch as an angler watches beneath the waves and foam of the cataract's surface. Hear us through this tempest of discharging experience. Hear us as we summon you and call to you by your abiding and everlasting name, by your eternal nature. Then once more dying will you arise, and may, if you desire, pass out beyond all will, into the changeless perfect being, that which always is, eternal in the shining ocean wherein all the rivers of time must at last find their end and their fulfillment.